some beds and see what happens. So got a public access down the road a tad. I drove up the road a little bit, but I think we're gonna get to see some beds here pretty quick. I think I know what they're doing on this hill. I saw a 12-point with drop tine on each side earlier in the season. Just had to do a job up here down the road. I saw him cross the road into the state land along with an 8-point, and that was before gun season. So, alright guys, I'm gonna try not to break my back climbing up this hill, so stay tuned. Alright guys, fresh tracks here, going into these deep pines I just came out of. So it's gonna take a while to guess at. They're bedded in these pines. Coming down here, traveling this ravine, getting to a food source or finding oaks or something down there. We're about to find out, but I found an awesome tree that I can put the saddle up in. So I think it's an old maple is what it looks like. Not an old maple, but probably 50, 60 years old. I got some cherry here too. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna follow this trail so you can find some bedding, and then we're gonna see where they're going to. Also, wild fact, if you guys didn't know, but the human's ground scent when you're walking in and out of the woods, but the human scent while it's down on the ground, I mean, it stays around for probably about 4 days before it dissipates. And it's a big factor when you're going in and out of the woods. I mean, you don't want to be going in the same stand all the time, because if you got a mature buck, it's gonna smell that ground scent, and it's not gonna be too pretty. I mean, it's gonna be gone. It's not gonna be there when you're there. So, just a little tip to help you guys out. Some of you guys know. I mean, you guys are putting trail cameras right underneath your tree stand. You're leaving scent on that. That buck's gonna smell it, and it's not gonna stick around. So I don't know if you'd rather hunt mature bucks or take pictures of them on a trail camera, but I wouldn't be hunting the spots where you have a trail camera. But alright, here's just a tip from BCODicky, and we'll take it to where these tracks take us to, and we're gonna see what's on the other side here. Stay tuned. So, following the same trail in these thick pines, I found a old buck rub. I don't know if you guys could see that. It's probably 2 or 3 years old, but that's a good sign, because they're constantly back in your bedding. You got a buck rub on this outside trail here going in. I mean, it's a good sign. So we're gonna continue following our way here. I'm assuming there's a scrape down here. This buck was hitting these branches. It's got to be a buck. Broken branch there. Tip's broken. I just came through, so we're gonna continue on. Alright, what I'm finding out is this trail is the way these deer come through here. I mean, they're rubbing on these branches. I mean, they're hitting it. That barks off it. It barks off that one. So I mean, this looks like it's gonna be an active trail come fall and next year. So we're just gonna continue going in. This bedding here, it's gonna be pretty sick, because I've been wanting to hunt this spot. Also, guys, I'm not really worried about getting my scent here now. I just got out of work, so I mean, these deer are definitely gonna smell me, but about my scent, you know, 4 days, 5 days from now, they're not gonna be back in here anytime soon, since I'm walking through here. But that's not what I'm worried about, because as long as they're here next year, which they're going to be, I'm set. This is looking good. Really good, guys. There's some old trails in here too. Old tracks from yesterday or something. Here's the pines I was talking about. They gotta be bedding up in here. The parking lot's right down this hill, so they can overlook this whole entire thing. See when people are coming in and out. And when they see them, they're either gonna stay in here close to the road and just stay bedded and wait to move. That's a decent track, guys. The points are dull, so this is a buck coming through here. When we go back the other way, we're gonna see if we can catch up to them or not. Because these are pretty fresh. But stay tuned. That'd be a nice tree to try to get up into, one of these. As you can see, there's an opening here in between these pines. Okay. These deer are walking up through it and crossing. So the trail I just came from, these deer are cutting through this opening. It's another set of tracks right there. Kind of interested in where this goes. Alright guys, so we stopped going that way because we were going to get down into this creek that I didn't want to go through. But I found some thick stuff down there, some buckbrush and whatnot, where they very well could be hiding and watching people get out of their vehicles. Another tip when you know you're scouting and whatnot, I mean, it's nice in the snow, well, even if it's rainy and muddy, because you can see the tracks and whatnot. But one thing you want to really look for and remember is you want those tracks to be going both ways. You don't want just like a one-way traffic zone. You want it to be two ways. You want tracks going both directions, because then you know they're using it more constantly. That could play a huge role in having a more successful hunt. And that's really what we're all out here for, well, most of us. And yeah, just a tip, keep it in mind. But I think I'm going to end up setting up over here, because it's not where people park. No one should really be going in this way, especially if they see my truck there. I wouldn't think they would. But I had a nice kind of clear way up, but I mean it's still thick, so I don't think any normal or old school hunters is going to want to walk up that steep ass hill for a hunt. This buck, pretty sure, is using the stick. I'm liking it, but I don't know if they're just checking their who's still here or whatnot. But I don't know. You can see some of the sticks broken off on here. I mean, this one's broken off. That one's broken off. That's what it's looking like. Scrape right here. Buck's definitely coming through, breaking these branches. Some more broken branches. So this is looking like a main runway. Just if I can find a rub, that'd be pretty cool. Somewhere here, but stay tuned. Alright guys, well, you can see all this. Digging up some ferns. You got a bed there. That's a little deer. Awesome. Well, that's a good sign. That's 100% a bed. That's another bed. Small deer though. But those big tracks I was following came right through here, so that buck's gotta be bedding over here. Looks like the buck shit. There you go, little ass deer. Interesting. Looks like another bed here. Now we ran into some beds. Here's another one. Now we know they're bedded over here. I'm not gonna go much further. That buck's gotta be bedded over here too. Alright guys, so I just record this on my phone because I put my camera away. But this deer had walked through here. Okay, that's a deer track. I tried walking up on this log too. That's a 30-foot drop. Not gonna lie, that's 30 foot right there. This is a big tree. So, this deer, I don't know if I trust getting on here again. Nope, this deer got on here, walked, oh shit, I'm slipping, this tree, and jumped off. Those are deer tracks. He slipped right there. I don't know if you can see a spot. What the hell? That's a broken bone if that deer falls. Unless it lands. That's literally 30 feet. That's insane. That is wild. Alright guys, the next thing that you'd probably want to do is find a nice tree to set up in. Somewhere you could get a shot. I mean, the snow is going to be off these branches, so these branches are going to be more upright than what they are right now, drooping. So, there's a birch over here. That tree right there, I think, is the tree to get up into. It's about 30 yards off of this trail. And those beds are right back in there, probably another 40 yards. So, I'll probably get 80 yards off. At fall time, it's going to be a lot thicker through there. So, I'm thinking that's the tree to set up in. So, I'm going to mark it. And I'm going to have to determine some routes and some ways with the wind and whatnot to get up in this spot. So these deer, when they are coming from there, more than likely I think they're going to come from there back this way. And either way, if they don't, they come the way I came. We're going to have to establish how to get in here with the wind. You want to stay off their trail so they can't pick up that ground scent. Because a mature buck, he picks up that ground scent, he's going to be gone. You know, an immature buck, he's probably going to have to learn at some point. But here's the tree we got. That's what we're going to be going up in, right off that left branch right there. And climb right up it. I can get a shot pretty much anywhere through here. And right over there, I think is going to be, well, there or there, I guess. Is going to be my shoot lanes where they're walking. But just going to have to find out how to get in here. Probably be walking with the wind scent on anyways, but just to be sure. Because, like I said, I saw a 12 point in here, drop tines on both sides. Alright, so that's pretty much it of this scouting trip. I can't wait to get in here during the spring, summer. Maybe find some sheds or whatnot. Walk the property a little more, but right now I got a general idea of where I want to be. Looking at these tracks and signs, I found some beds. That's the key when it comes to this. You want to find some beds. You can't find beds when you're scouting. I don't know what you're doing. You gotta find beds. Beds are going to be where the bucks are. And if they're doe beds, they're going to be, those bucks are more likely going to be in another thicker layer in the thick stuff, probably another 50, 60 yards. So you find beds and you think they're doe beds, don't worry about it, because those bucks got to be bedding near. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to mark this spot and get out of here before it gets too dark. And yeah, go watch the other content, subscribe to the channels, and just take care. BCODicky out. Have a Merry Christmas.